Alright. Oh, that was rough. Let's get on with Half-Life. Oh wait, I forgot. Main game? Wait. Game capture works. Is there a... Oh, somehow this works. Huh. When we're playing at the community commentary, alright, we'll go with this. It's 13. What is this? Oh, it's just that 13 chapters. Alright. Alright, let's start the game. Yeah, it didn't work before. Alright, commentary mode allowed access to information nodes containing audio spoken by the developer and other community members. Start stop commentary node. Aim your crosshairs at any balloon icon and then press the your use key. While playing the game in commentary mode, you will be invulnerable with damage and achievements will not be rewarded. Commentary mode is currently on. Alright, let's go. Oh, the game crashed for a
Hello,
second.
I am lead developer Philip Victor, and I'd like to welcome you
Okay, you can
to
hear.
a new community commentary mode. This
I'll increase volume a little bit.
is certainly the most ambitious version yet, and has taken 3 years of development to get it just right. My goal is to create an experience where longtime fans can replay the game they love in a new and improved form, and first-time players can have an experience that's closer to modern visual and technical standards, while also maintaining and respecting the 2004's original sensibilities, gameplay, and concepts. This community commentary feature aims to provide information not mainly on the development of the update itself, but on the development of the original Half-Life 2 using research and community input. To listen to a commentary node, put your crosshair over the floating commentary symbol and press your use key. To stop a commentary node, put your crosshair over the rotating node and press the use key again. Consider joining the official Steam group to give me your impression and suggestions, and stay on top of Half-Life 2 updates news. Thanks and have fun.
Alright, let's roll. Half-Life 2, here we go again. Nice.
Rise and shine, Mr. Freeman.
That sounds good.
Rise, shine.
I think that's fine.
Not that I wish to imply you have been sleeping on the job. No one is more deserving of a rest, and all the effort in the world would have gone to waste. And
Actually, I will decrease a little bit.
let's just say your hour has come again. The right man in the wrong place can make all the difference in the world. So wake up, Mr. Freeman. Wake up and smell the ashes.
Alright, point to social. Let me turn to easy just to decrease the level. I mean, it's really vulnerable, but I don't know what we have.
I didn't see you get on.
Too much damage. Also, the other day, like yesterday, yeah, pretty much the past couple of days, I kind of watched one little video about Half-Life, like a stumble
End of the line.
upon it, and that caused the game to like, well, YouTube to recommend even more. So actually, a binge watched a bit. Alright, let's see.
We opted to label this as a community commentary as opposed to developer commentary for several reasons. First and foremost, we were not developers that worked on any official release of Half-Life 2, but also because we want to approach this commentary not as a developer, but as fans of the game. I was responsible for creating most of the commentary, with the help of several other Half-Life fans and members of our Steam group. Any nodes pertaining to the development of the update will be read by Victor and myself, and any nodes with facts and insight into the original Half-Life 2 and its development will be read by Ross Scott and our friends from Did You Know Gaming. Many people pitched in a lot of time and energy to make this happen, and I hope it will be something you enjoy. Thanks.
Alright, let's go. Just want to see something.
I thought so much of 17 and I
Yeah.
to establish
Alright,
This train station is our first introduction to City 17 and the world of Half-Life 2. Valve's level designers had to carefully craft every aspect of this scene to convey its oppressive atmosphere. This sort of environmental storytelling was something that Valve pioneered back in the days of Half-Life 1, and it allowed them to flesh out a setting without ever taking control away from the player. One advantage of Half-Life 2's approach when compared to Half-Life 1's opening train ride sequence is that players can explore at their own pace and learn a lot of additional information by interacting with the characters. All of these techniques are key parts of maintaining the player's sense of immersion and are quite prevalent throughout the first few chapters of the game.
Yeah, one of the low videos kind of like showed some like the radio of these guys, right? And what they can hear from like Overwatch. And apparently they have some oops. That one doesn't let people reproduce. Sucker. Yellow.
This first sighting of a Vortigaunt serves two purposes. It's a reminder of the events of Half-Life 1, and it's a sign of how the situation has changed since the Black Mesa incident. A member of a race who was once a foe for the player now complacently sweeps a station platform while a civil protection officer hovers nearby. The Vortigaunt's subservient posture and lack of hostility towards the player is one of the first indications that the human and Vortigaunt races have met a similar fate.
Yeah, watch some like series about. Oh, it's good. I can't zoom in. Put some about Nikola.
And so, whether you are here to stay,
were you the only ones on that train?
Through on your way to parts unknown, welcome to City 17. It's safer here.
Overwatch stopped our train in the woods and took my husband for questioning. They said he'd be on the next train. I'm not sure when that was. They're being nice, though, letting me wait for him.
There's no one over there. Is there one here?
I was hoping I'd seen the last.
There should be one over, so we should
This sequence clearly illustrates the division of humanity into loyalists and lower middle class individuals. The contrast between the faceless metro cops who have traded away their humanity for power and the terrified citizens clinging to their few remaining shreds of normality shows the relationship between the two factions perfectly.
Actually, one of the low videos kind of explains that these guys don't have that much easier, so if they fight Gordon, if they die, they kill their family as well. Oh god. Dare you. Oh. Stop it.
Something that is made evident over the course of the game is the Combine's treatment of Earth and everyone on it as commodities, shipping people from one place to another and harvesting them with only token regard for how their loss affects anything else. The Citizens' prison-style uniforms are some of the first indications of this, though the theme is reinforced later by the Combine's use of part biological, part mechanical synths from their previous conquests. Something that is made evident over the course of the game is the
I actually explained something to Law as well. Nova Prospect. Oh, this was Nova Prospect. We did go there.
This must be a mistake. I got a standard relocation coupon just like everybody else.
Barney and Dr. Kleiner were developed from the generic scientists and security guards of Half-Life 1. The entire supporting cast of the original Half-Life consisted of only a few voice actors and character models, so Valve decided to distill the characteristics of those NPCs into fully developed, fleshed out individuals for Half-Life 2. The state-of-the-art facial animations and detailed visuals of the Source engine gave Valve great tools to tell stories of a much more personal nature, and they've used these tools to create a core cast of iconic characters that lend far more weight to the storyline.
Look how fast it's spinning.
Barney and Dr. Kleiner were developed from the generic scientists and security guards of
But this
Half-Life
was no
1.
time.
The entire
Wait, look
supporting
at-
cast of the
Oh, I
original
thought he was
Half-Life
floating there.
consisted of only...
I'm gonna need me some privacy for this.
About that beer I owed you. It's me, Gordon.
Oh,
Barney
it's
from Black
about
Mesa.
damn
Hey, sorry for the scare. I had to put on a show for the cameras. I've been working undercover with civil protection. I can't take too long or they'll get suspicious. I'm way behind on my beating quota.
Yes, Barney, what is it? I'm in the middle of a critical test.
Sorry, Doc,
No.
but look who's here.
Great Scott!
Wait,
Freeman.
it's Gordon Ramsay.
Expected more warning.
Yeah, you and me both,
Oh,
Doc.
cool.
He was about to board the express to Nova Prospect.
Well,
This Gordon
Barney,
sound
what
get
do you
perfect.
intend?
I'm thinking,
Yes,
I'm
no.
thinking.
Alex is around here. Somewhere.
Perfectly
You would
balanced.
have a better idea how to get him here.
As long as he stays away from checkpoints, we should be okay. Listen, I gotta go, Doc. We're taking enough chances as it is.
Very well. And, Gordon, good to see you.
What a scar.
Okay, Gordon.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to make your own way to Dr. Kleiner's lab. Oh, man, that's what I was afraid of. Get in here, Gordon, before you blow my cover.
Sorry.
Pile up some stuff to get through
I'm
that window
sure-
and keep going till you're in the plaza.
Okay, I'm not.
I'll meet up with you later.
Alright. So it began. I'm curious to see how the combat will work, because we're in vulnerable, right? Because the whole point is just to listen to the commentary, right? Let me save just in case. Can I... Maybe with a break. No. Oh, this one is not interactable. You can't go get through.
The infamous pick up that can segment serves a dual purpose. It puts the player in the place of one of this world's downtrodden civilians, while also teaching the player how to interact with this world he or she is now a part of. As this was one of the first games to pioneer fully interactive physics-based worlds, players were shocked not only because they were asked to pick up the can, but because they could. Actions speak louder than words, and because the encounter takes place solely within the mechanics of the game, the player is free to respond exactly how he or she chooses, and can roleplay Gordon in a more meaningful way than with a dialogue option. This moment has become an enormous inside joke with the Half-Life community, spawning many parodies and references.
I also detect some unspoken questions. Do our benefactors really know what's best for us? What
Right.
gives them the right to make a decision for
Sick.
Will they ever deactivate the suppression field and let us breed again?
Oh, I got him. So that's right, better on me.
Breen's speeches demonstrate some of the game's most interesting characterization because they provide not only his motivations and some local news, but they also betray the internal conflict that's central to his character. It's clear from the rehearsed and detached sound in his voice that he's likely to have put a lot of mental effort into justifying his decision to sell humanity into eternal servitude and conformity. His lofty, transhumanist rhetoric often seems to be as much to convince himself as it is to the citizens that he addresses.
Have I ever listened to the full... Oh, he's mad. As a species, immortality is now reached. I don't think I've ever listened to the whole speech he gives here.
This simple fact has far-reaching implications. It requires radical
No pressure.
revision of our genetic imperatives. It also requires planning and forethought that run in direct opposition to our neural precepts. I find it helpful at times like these to remind myself
Look at him
that
go.
our true enemy is instinct. Instinct was our mother when we were an infant species. Instinct coddled us and kept us safe in those hard-scrabble years when we hardened our sticks and cooked our first meals above a meager fire and started at the shadows that leapt upon the cavern's walls. But inseparable from instinct is its dark twin, superstition. Instinct is inextricably bound to unreasoning impulses, and today we clearly see its true nature. Instinct has just become aware of its irrelevancy, and like a cornered beast, it will not go down without a bloody fight. Instinct would inflict a fatal injury on our species.
Wait, I did change the title and everything, right? Yeah, I did.
Instinct creates its own oppressors
Ooh.
and bids us rise up against them.
Oh.
This tells us that the unknown is a threat
Not yet.
rather than an opportunity. Instinct smiling and predictable compels us to live and train and progress. Instinct, therefore, must be expunged. It must be fought tooth and nail, beginning with the basis of human urges.
Alright, enough listening. Okay. Let's go. There should be a commentary here, right? Because this is your first look and you see the city, right?
This is the player's first view of the outside world, and the Citadel is what will immediately draw the player's attention. Since it is first viewed while aligned with the Breencast monitor atop the obelisk, it is easy for the two to be instantly connected in the player's mind. The Citadel's gigantic size not only shows the Combine's immense power, but also allows the player to see it from many locations throughout the game, anchoring the player within the world and building it up as the location for the final struggle.
Oh, they can't permanently blind me. Oh, not permanently, fully blind me.
They have given us purpose. They have turned our eyes toward the sky. Let me assure you that the suppressing field will be shut off on the day.
I've already seen everything else, so let's just focus on it. It's interesting to see how the world has changed when you come back though.
When designing Half-Life 2, the team at Valve decided on an Eastern European setting and wanted City 17 to appear to have grown naturally over time like most cities in Europe. To achieve this realistic look, they started by first designing the older buildings and then added in layers of newer and newer buildings from different eras. Finally, they added the Combine architecture, for example the barricades, catwalks, watchtowers, and of course the Citadel, to show that the Combine are now a part of the city's history.
That's fair.
Several times throughout this commentary, there are references to Half-Life 2's realistic look. Those familiar with Half-Life 2 will know it is, in fact, quite stylized, so I'd like to explain what this means. Half-Life 2 is based on our world, and it tries very much to have a good sense of realism, something it carries over from its predecessor. Guns and items don't hover, rotating in midair, characters have realistic proportions, and much of the in-game architecture is based off of or inspired by real-world buildings. Half-Life 2 is stylized, but it has a bent towards presenting its world in a realistic way, and that's the issue we are discussing.
That's fair. Ow. Holy purpose, he sent me. Oh, he sent me to another dimension. Oh. Alright, let's keep going. Oh! Hurts.
This is how it always starts. First the building, then the whole block.
Is there one up here? Don't re-hide the commentaries, by the way. What is this thing doing? This kind of look like the cores, don't they? From Portal 2. Yeah, these two kind of look like the cores from Portal 2. Octopus inside this thing. Alright, let's go.
In early versions of Half-Life 2, views of citizen life were restricted to minor window glimpses. The development team had plans for a rooftop segment, but had no existing designs for getting the player up there from the courtyards and streets. By adding in the apartment building, players were then able to interact with the citizens who would not speak to them on the streets, and gain further insight as to how citizens live under Combine law.
Ow. Ow.
Was that you knocking? I didn't even know we still had a door.
The televised broadcasts inside citizens' homes revealed the extent to which the Combine's propaganda has intruded into every aspect of the citizens' lives, contributing to the dystopian, prison-like feel of City 17. The very simple act of allowing players to unplug the TV and fling it out a window lets these players express some rebellion towards the Combine while showcasing Source's physics system and the freedom it offers.
Oh, I thought you were a cop.
I did
He's one
do
of
that
us.
last time as well.
Look at him down there.
I told you they'd be coming for us next.
Just this once, I hope you're wrong.
Fine. Fine, I'm with the police.
Can't take it anymore.
These two citizens, who are known as the sad couple or the consoling couple, show up multiple times throughout the Half-Life 2 series to illustrate the emotional impact the Combine rule has on Earth's enslaved population. Though their poses never change, their dialogue does, and it branches out into more direct exposition regarding the current events within the world. This shows the player how others react to their actions, creating the illusion that the game's world is far larger and more dynamic than the current map being played.
Everything's gonna be okay.
What are we going to do?
We'll think of something.
When is it all going to end?
Rebellion.
Please.
Would they not allowed to like have relationships like that? And that's why they constantly move them?
The apartment block raid was added later into the game's development, and Valve was initially worried that players would not feel compelled to run, causing the sequence to be confusing and overly difficult. When playtesting started, however, players would panic, but almost always know what to do. Upon escaping the raid through the attic, players often felt as though they had barely escaped.
No offense, but I never want what I had to do here. Oh, I played it like twice.
Hey, you! In here! Head for the roof! There's no time to lose! Here they come! Run for your life! Civil protection!
See, they actually guide you as well.
Get in here, quick!
The game definitely guides you.
Up until this point, City 17 had only been viewed by the player from the ground level. This rooftop escape provides a clear bird's eye view of the city, a greater established location that will become central to the rest of the game, with a nice sense of scale. The Combine air and ground forces visibly mobilizing also offers the player a brief glimpse of the stronger foes that will be confronted directly later in the game.
Wait. Shoot me, I dare you. shoot me. I dare you. He's shooting his friend, isn't he? Wait. Can I get his gun? Oh, he killed his friend. Wait. Can I get the gun? Wait, I can die? I thought I was invulnerable.
Up until this point, City 17 had.
I thought I was invulnerable. Wait, what? He said you are invulnerable. I? That's what you said. I'm invulnerable. Did it not? Huh? Oh, wait, what? I legit thought you were invulnerable. What? Did I legit thought you were invulnerable? Did he use his friend though? Oh.
No, you don't.
Interesting. Good to know. Good to know that we are not.
Dr. Freeman, I presume.
Captain.
Better hurry. The Combine can be slow to wake, but once they're up, you don't want to get in their
Alex
way.
Vance is a character that is central to the Half-Life 2 saga. The close-up view that the player sees after she takes out the Metro cops places her into the spotlight, setting her up as a central character while showcasing Source's revolutionary facial animation technology. To ensure that the player's attention continues to be on Alex during these introductory moments, a convenient elevator ride removes any distractions from the area as the player becomes acquainted with her. Her dialogue there and in the segments that follow provide context for her character and explains her relationships to the other characters that players have already met.
Alright, that's fair.
I'm Alex Vance.
This game keep okay. Well, we've already heard that. That's we have. Oh wait, let me write down the deaths on GTA. Well, we're gonna count this. No, that's kind of funny. I did not think we could die. 31? Yeah. Wait one second. Actually, I could have just died. Alright. Wait for me. Wait for me. What's happening?
Funny, you showing up on this day in particular.
Why is it so funny?
We've been helping people escape the city on foot. It's a dangerous route to my father's lab, through the old canals. Today, we're finally on the verge of having a better way. Here, let me buy you a drink.
Buy me a drink. Lois! Filthy Lois.
Oh, and by the way, nice to finally meet you.
Ooh, look at that. Let's not put this one.
During long expository scenes such as this one, Valve prefers to let the player look and walk around freely rather than seizing player control for a cutscene. These scripted sequences are densely packed with detail and optional interactions, and the player can decide where to focus his or her attention. This method of storytelling helps to build immersion through interactivity, and allows returning players to entertain themselves with things they might have missed the last time they played.
Uh-oh, everything all right, Dr. Kleiner?
Oh,
I
hello.
thought I put a book.
Well,
This was the
almost
first
all right.
choreographed scene
Lamar
created for
has
Half-Life
gotten
2,
out of her
and was
crate
used as a
again.
template for similar scenes throughout the rest of the game. Scripts went through many revisions with the aid of feedback from the animators. It was important that the scenes be engaging and interesting for the players watching it, and for the animators creating it. Once the scripts were in the final stages, the lines would be recorded and turned into a radio play. These scenes needed to convince players that the world and characters in it were real and tangible. This was accomplished through visible, physical interactions between different characters, and between the characters and their environment. A handshake or hug between characters, or having someone pick up an in-world object and present it to the player, went a long way toward making Half-Life 2's world appear tangible.
Oh. Hello.
Those who had played the first Half-Life were very impressed with the sparse and primitive dramatic scenes within the game. This positive response inspired Valve to push the boundaries of in-game dramatics in Half-Life 2. In order for the game's characters to be compelling, they needed to have realistic and expressive faces. After trying to achieve this via several methods, and being unhappy with the results, they stumbled upon the work of Dr. Paul Ekman, who wanted a clinical way to describe overall facial expressions. He accomplished this by breaking the range of facial expressions down into 40 or so small facial adjustments, like the raising of an eyebrow or the puckering of the lips. By understanding how these adjustments combined together and affected each other to form expressions, a system could be formed that would recreate these small adjustments on a computer-generated face, achieving the realistic and expressive faces that are a hallmark of Half-Life 2.
If I didn't know better, I'd suspect Barney of trapping and...
Interesting.
My goodness. Gordon Freeman. It really is you, isn't
Mr.
it?
I found him
Gordon
wandering
Freeman.
around outside. Bit of a troublemaker, isn't he?
We owe a great deal to Dr. Freeman, even if trouble does tend to follow in his wake. I must say, Gordon, you come at a very opportune time.
Can we see
Alex
the
has just
business?
installed the final piece for our
The
resurrected
cameras, that'd
teleport.
be interesting
I
to
can't
see.
take any credit for the breakthrough, Doctor.
Nonsense. Your talents surpass your loveliness.
Let's just see if this thing
Maybe
works,
it's
okay?
hard.
Well, is he here? There
He's
you
here.
are. Man, Gordon, you stirred up the hive. We can't keep him here long, Doc. It'll jeopardize everything we've worked for.
Don't worry, he's coming with me.
That's
Wait,
right,
I can
Barney.
open this? Hi.
This is a red letter day. We'll inaugurate the new teleport with a double transmission.
You mean it's working? For real this time? Because I still have nightmares about that cat.
No, there's nothing to be nervous
What
about.
cat?
We've made major strides since then. Major strides.
How
What
many
cat?
things can we teleport
Doc,
at once?
since he's not taking the streets, you might as well get him out of his civvies.
What? Oh dear, you're right. I almost forgot. Barney, I'll give you
Let's
the
test
honor.
something. Can I
I've gotta get
can it
back on my
teleport
ship.
while it's in my hand?
Okay.
It can't. It's magic.
Here we go. Ah! Damn it, get it off me!
Hi.
Lamar, there you
I
are.
thought you got rid of that pet.
Certainly not. Never fear, Gordon. She's debeaked and completely harmless. The worst she might do is attempt to couple with your head, fruitlessly.
Get that thing away from me!
Oh,
Here,
look
my
how cute
pet.
it is.
Hop up. No, not up there. No.
Hello.
Power armor is common among first-person shooters. Its primary purpose is to provide an in-world explanation for important gameplay elements, like why the player can take so many bullets and the existence of a heads-up display. The HEV suit in particular is useful as it alerts the player of environmental hazards, as well as the current status of Gordon's health. Half-Life 2's HEV Mark V appears to be composed mostly of a Kevlar or chainmail-like material, which seems far more realistic than Half-Life 1's rigid and metallic design for the Mark IV. In fact, the Mark V was to be much more flexible, resembling a leather torture suit. However, this was inevitably scrapped, presumably due to a more familiar design that was faithful to the original game.
Oh, fine. It'll be another week before I can coax her out.
Power armor is common among
That's a sound from Half-Life
Yeah,
1.
longer if we're lucky.
Barney,
Dot, dot, dot,
you're
dot.
not an animal person.
Well, Gordon, I see your HEV suit still fits you like a glove. At least the glove parts do. I've made a few modifications, but I'll just acquaint you with the essentials. Now, let's see.
Nice.
The Mark V hazardous environment suit has been redesigned for comfort and utility. Oh dear.
Doc, we don't have time for this.
Oh dear.
Meanwhile, let's get this show
I
on
love
the
how he
road.
just drops in the ground. Can we read ourselves? Oh, it says what you just said. Mark V Hazard has been redesigned for comfort and utility. Yeah, it's literally written what he says. Huh. Let's break the game.
Gordon, why don't you position yourself near the panel over there and wait for my
I
word?
can't get back up.
Isaac, are you there?
Yes, Eli. Bit of a holdup on this end. You'll never guess who found his way into our lab this morning.
Oh, that's not who I think it is.
Indeed it is, and it's our intention to send him packing straight away in the company of your lovely daughter.
Are you ready for us, Dad?
We're all set on this end.
Then let's do it.
I can't pick it back up.
Let's see, the massless
Oh,
field flux should self-limit, and I've clamped the manifold parameters to CY base and LG orbifold, Hilbert inclusive. Conditions could hardly be more ideal.
That's what you said last time.
Hey, yeah, about that cat.
Initializing in 3, 2, 1. Oh, fiddlesticks. What now?
Doctor,
Excellent.
you gonna let Gordon throw the switch?
Excellent.
Gordon, go right ahead.
One step ahead. Yeah. Wait. I got stuck for a second.
Keep it going, Gordon.
Wait, what? What do you mean keep it going?
Very
Wait.
good. Final sequence.
Oh.
Commencing now.
I can't look.
Hold the lever, Kronk. Wait, can I pick this? I want to take it with me.
Well,
I'm kind of good
did it
at
work?
stuck.
See for yourself.
Hey, Doc.
Thank goodness. My relief is almost palpable.
Fantastic work, Izzy.
Well, I can't take all the credit. Dr. Freeman proved an able assistant.
True.
Let's go ahead
I
and bring
helped.
Gordon through now.
Right you are. Speak
Oh,
to you
thanks
again
to
in
me.
a few moments.
Good job, Gordon. Throwing that switch and all. I can see your MIT education really pays for itself.
Thank you.
All right,
It
Barney.
took a lot of hard
Your
work
turn.
to be able to
Thanks.
flip that
Gordon,
switch.
as soon as you're in position,
Ain't no joke.
we'll send you to Eli.
Yes, I
And
got
not
it.
a moment too soon.
Yes, let's skip it. I wonder what I'm actually curious whether this would get teleported me to like different dimensions we go to, right?
Barney, if you'd be so kind.
Good luck out there, Gordon.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you.
We're
I
ready
have
to
this
protect you, Gordon. Bon voyage.
file. It's
and
gonna bring me
best
luck.
of luck in your future endeavors. Final sequence.
Make sure it's inside.
The hell? What is it? It's your head, the freaking head hopper. Lamar, ready, go now.
Before. No! I lost it.
What's going on, Judy?
I'm not sure. It seems to be some kind of interference.
Gordon, stay put. We'll get you out of there.
Something is drawing him away.
What's the
Hello.
meaning of this? Who are you? How did you get in here?
Hey, take these back. I'm getting him out of there.
Cat.
Don't worry, Gordon.
There he is. Oh, we're losing it again.
The man I saw. I'm all but certain it was Gordon Freeman.
These things these creatures are still present here though.
Behind you.
So why didn't we really see any during the game itself? They did scare us, so they do remember them.
I'll come find you.
Hi. What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? Hello.
The teleport sequence you just witnessed served several purposes. It effectively separates Alex and Gordon, alerts Dr. Breen and the Combine of your return as a viable threat, and sets the player off on their journey with a clear goal in mind: reach Black Mesa East. Several instances of content otherwise cut from the game can also be spotted in this scene, such as the barren, sandy wastelands and the ichthyosaur.
Right, but Black Mesa in the US is in the US, right? And they went for like an European town. But technically we're not. It's Black Mesa East, right? But we shouldn't be in. We should still be in the US, right? Because that's where Black Mesa is. Feed me. I have a nacho chip. Wait. There you go. There you go, Gosse. Welcome back. How are you doing today?
I've never seen it lit up like that. Get out of City 17 as fast as you can, Gordon.
Here,
Take
Gordon
the old
Freeman is
canals,
reunited
right?
with his
They'll get you
iconic
Eli's
crowbar.
lab. It's a
Having a
dangerous
commonplace
route, but
tool
there's
as
a
the
whole
initial
network of
weapon of the
refugees,
Half-Life
and
games
they'll help
helps
you if they
establish
can.
Gordon as an
I'd come
ordinary
with you, but I
person,
gotta look
being
after
thrust
Dr.
into
Klein.
extraordinary circumstances.
Oh, and
It also
before I
helps to
forget,
reinforce the fact that
think
while
you
the
dropped
series
this
is
back in
full of
Black
outlandish
Mesa.
sci-fi elements, it
Good luck
still
out
has
there,
its
buddy.
basis in the real
Gonna
world.
need it.
Thank you. The shitting bird make food nice. What are you making? I'm actually getting hungry myself. Yeah, it's kind of getting late. But we'll keep going for this. Sucker. Oh, they're up there. Technically should be vulnerable, right? Oh yeah, we are invulnerable. I think we died them. Because we were not, they did not expect to take damage there. What happened if I... Oh wait for it. I need a bath, but I've been waiting for you to join me so I can set the motion. Oops. Oh. I do take my bath so I'm sorry to disappoint you. I can't think I've never had a bath, by the way. Because I've never actually had a bath. Wait, they still dealt damage to me. Just go around. Wait, they can just go around. Oh, you need to jump. What's going on anyway? It's going on pretty good. I had my last but one exam today. I got a B on it. Oh, I have been in total for the semester. Okay. Actually, they do deal damage. You need to be vulnerable. Looks like they kill you. Yeah, I got that out of the way. Actually, I got like a cake today, like a little mini cake. So we had to wait for like our grades after the exam was done. So with a couple more from uni, we went to like a place nearby that sells like some cakes and sweet stuff like that.
We didn't do anything.
And it was pretty nice. I got like some like small chocolate cake with
There's nothing else you can do here.
peach, yeah, with peach filling.
During development, many different
I
animations
have
were
one
attempted for the
exam
civil
left.
protection officers.
It's almost
However,
over
many
now.
of the various attempts didn't seem to fit them very well. It was then decided to give them a bullying personality by putting a touch of swagger in their step and having them lead with their chest as they walk. They also let their stun batons do the talking, so they always have one in hand. These small hints through body language are why players can recognize a Metro Cop's personality without much in the way of facial or vocal cues.
Sorry. Oops, I should not waste these. Yeah. Doing Half-Life, we started doing Half-Life 2 with update, with dev commentary. I made some progress in. Armageddon, but I need a break. You know, I don't think I'm invulnerable after all. I don't know if I'm invulnerable at all. Oops. Get back. I think they've increased my damage as well. Good hits and improve them. Yeah, more. Oh, nice thing for the ammo. Dude, it's too easy. Too easy. Yeah. They do say I'm invulnerable, but I'm not really invulnerable. I can still die. Yeah, they still deal a little bit of damage, but not so much. Thank you. We haven't seen a death commentary, have we? Not really. Oh, they probably won't be as dense all the time. I should do one down. I actually need to think of the next game after this one. Yeah, because I don't want to play Fallout 3 soon, but I'll probably like play one more, rather short game, but won't take more than 3 before. I might start Fallout 3, yeah, more secrecy. So I'm pretty hard for like Fallout 3.
God.
Vortigaunts are one of the few alien species to make the jump from Half-Life 1 into the world of Half-Life 2. Unlike barnacles and headcrabs, however, they are now allies of the player, who had freed their race with the defeat of the Nihilanth. They now lend their mastery of electrical energy to the forces of the rebellion. They fight for their freedom in hopes of not returning to their history of servitude.
Guess those sirens are for you, huh? Good thing you found us. You're not the first to come through here by
This is the Freeman. The Combine's reckoning has come.
Look, we're just a lookout for the Underground Railroad. Main station's right around the corner. They'll get you started on the right foot. Meanwhile, I'll let my Vortigaunt friend here give you a jolt to get you going.
Thank you. You actually boosted a lot, 30
That is all we can spare.
That's pretty good.
Be careful.
Thank you.
Really can't afford to get noticed. Civil protection catches you down here, it's
These
bad
feet look
news
like
for the
they're
whole
backwards.
We serve the same mystery.
You serve the same mystery. He knows about the businessman. He knows. Well, we're here for the death commentary right now, by the way, so that's the main focus. I saved the bird! I'm a true hero. I'm a true hero.
Hey, over here! Help!
I'm being shot from both sides. Yeah, I was expecting the death to be over here. Oh, there is.
Station 12, come in. Station 12, do you read?
This is Station 8. We heard 12 go down and out. Surgical strike units are targeting railway stations. Repeat, civil protection is coming down on underground stations. We're already getting refugees from 9 and outlying. Looks like we're...
Station 8, copy. Station 8, are you there? We have confirmed reports of manhacks. Repeat, they're filling the underground with manhacks.
Working. Let's see. Yeah, we should still be in the US, right? Even though it's in the EU. Because the Black Mesa is in Ohio. Black Mesa is in the US, right? Oh, they blew that up. That's why you have US military going well, Black Mesa when everything goes south, right? I don't really need this, but yeah, I'm surprised it wasn't commentary there. Alright, let's keep going. And also Ravenholm is well called Ravenholm. That does sound... I don't know why you can kill this one, by the way. Hello.
Over here!
Hi.
Keep going, friend. That station was raided, but there's others up ahead. I'm gonna stay here in case any others come through. Gotta keep the railway
Oh,
alive.
I wanna pay attention to something a bit later when we get the boat. I wanna pay attention to something that happens there. I need to remember that. Cause it does happen regularly, but I wanna make sure I pay attention to it this time because I have not seen it before. Right. Also, your weapons do work on the world. Let's see. Go, go. Two shots. Into the metal. I keep hitting the metal. Yeah, they don't have a hitbox while they're doing cheating. Cheat. Unbelievable. How could they? Oh, could be. I'm disappointed. Disappointed. Oh, we got most of them. Yeah, we got pretty much all of them. Nice. Thank you. Let's go. Wait, there's no death commentary so far. We haven't had any commentary for a while. Yeah, forget. Oops, that actually hurt me. Don't go back. Oh, I want to pick up the house just in case. Hi. Hello. Come back. Oh, this ladder we can learn. Nice. I see. Wait, what can I stab? There. How come springing in the wall? There's no commentary here. I'm kind of surprised. Like this, is like the first, I guess, physics puzzle. So to say. They haven't commented on it. Huh. That's mighty peculiar. Oh. Corona has been kind of slacking, so need more. Need them all. Oh, that's really surprising, to be honest. There isn't the commentary there. Oh, hi. Hello.
The canals are populated with many small but dense and frequent details. This design choice allows for details within details. Anything from some ammo to a zombie to a skull in the mud can be hidden there, rewarding exploration and adding richness to the world.
How does this cover watch, by the way? Wait, I'm not invulnerable at all. Ooh, thank you. Free head over there. Sure, let's get it. Maybe I shouldn't have wasted that, but that's not like this. I'm fine now. Oh hi, stop shooting me. Oh, there's the skulls. I don't know how they watch though. Should have pulled down here, but good one. Just for the sake of it. I have to receive, but I think it's fine. How much jump back down? I wouldn't really like that. That's the thing. I'm technically not informed what they said though. Persist. Yeah, as soon as we left like the side here, the commentaries are much sparser. I have eggs, chips, and cheesy beans with sausages and a piece of bread. Just save the effort to actually ask me what I'm having. Yeah, I'm just made food, so I can predict the future. I actually already asked you. You said making food. I'm pretty sure I asked what you were making. I think I asked. I'm pretty sure. Nice, that sounds pretty good. Enjoy. Ooh, there's the commentary.
Valve tries to stay fresh by bucking certain trends and doing things in their own unique and original style. Part of their inspiration for doing so was a gaming journalism site named Old Man Murray, which would often review games based on their originality and make fun of games that they felt lacked it. One cliché Valve tried to avoid was the first-person shooter trend of having crates and boxes strewn across its environments. However, after worrying about it for quite a while, they eventually gave in, as it proved to be a habit that was too hard to break. They threw themselves on the mercy of the court, and one of the first things that players will see is a crate.
Alright, that's a random title, but that's pretty cool. I mean, nothing great, you know?
Often, Valve prefers to introduce new enemies in a safe environment so that the player can observe their behavior prior to engaging them in battle. However, the Manhack's attack strategy relies on attacking a human target, which makes this difficult. Here, instead of having the player watch from afar, they are instead thrust into battle alongside a companion that they can observe. He is almost always attacked before the player, and the fact that he grabs a nearby pipe is a clear indicator that melee weapons are ideal when combating Manhacks.
That was a close call. Thanks for your help.
That's fair.
It isn't safe here.
There was a lot over here.
I'll get some supplies to keep you going, and you really gotta go.
Yeah. Oh, switch it up. Like that. Yeah. No, cool. Oh, excuse me. Oops. Unbelievable. I swear there was a ladder over here. Maybe there isn't. How would he get up there? Oh, there is. There we go. There we go. Sorry, but I need the supplies. Oh, nice mattress. Nice. A lot of close plates. Look at that.
Thanks, but I'll be okay. Got some work to finish up here. Good luck out there.
Yellow.
NPCs require a lot of resources, including textures, animations, combat AI, algorithms to move their eyes, and multiple sound files full of dialogue. All of these things have to be managed by the engine when a character is on the map, so it's good practice to remove characters after they have served their purpose so that these resources don't have to be maintained anymore. If these characters were simply deleted from the map after characters progressed past their area, most players wouldn't notice. However, if someone were to backtrack, he or she would find it to be immersion breaking to find a character suddenly missing. This is why if you were to turn back from here and go to the room where you first encountered manhacks, you'd find the character dead with another manhack hovering over his head. This stays within the fiction of City 17 and effectively frees up engine resources. The same happens with many other one-off characters throughout the game.
That's what I wanted to pay attention to. Okay, if you go back now. Oh, poor guy. When we go back, when we get the boat and we go back, that someone said that they'd be dead, and that's what I want to check. I saw the other day that video. That's what I want to check. I'm afraid to go through the TV in my face, so be careful. That's pretty interesting though. That does make it more immersive. Or at the same time getting the solutions. You're okay, just wait. You're okay talking, just commentary. Oh, what about commentary? Let's see. Oh, never mind, that's not an enemy. That's the indicator where you gotta go. Good falls to the face of the set. Really nice. Look at the new weapon. Let's see what's up here. Oh, just supply sign? I'll take it. Technically, it did say that I was gonna be vulnerable, but I'm really not. I mentioned that I was. I was messing around, thinking I was invulnerable. Yep. Sucker. Well, this is the first time we encounter a zombie. Oh, half a zombie. Yeah. Yes, half a zombie. I don't think I'll be vulnerable from this, so... Oh no. Oh, right through it. Nice. Do I need oxygen? Because, again, technically I'm supposed to be vulnerable, but... I still do take some damage. Oh, he threw a manpad. He can do that. Oh, that's neat. Oh, that does deal damage to me. Oops. Oh. Alright, let's take those. I don't think we'll get to the boat today though. Maybe we'll. We'll never know. Yeah, the depth. I mean, the depth commentary is much sparse now. Was it? Lock the door. No, in just in case. I'm not sparse. Well, there should be more. Oh, there's gotta be more. Oh boy. Look at all that booms. Those booms. Then left after all that, this one. I have to go up here. Wait, technically, no, there's a barrier. Oh, you are meant to use the physical. I know if I could. There is falling damage too. Yeah, so it's technically not really invulnerable. You definitely take less damage, but you know, vulnerable. Let's see what we take damage from lack of oxygen. Wait, let's get these ones. Oops, alright, let's see what we die from lack of oxygen. Well, not die, but take damage. Oh, the power is connected with my oxygen though. Oh, I can. I do take a lot of damage. Holy pickles, holy pickles. That's a lot of damage. Ah, stick. We're not as invulnerable as I thought we would be. And as they told me. Or did they mess her up? Only because look how heavy I am. I sink like a brick. Gordon is indeed time short. No offense, but keep this way. Keep this way. Let's leave it at that. Right, let's find one more dev commentary. Oh. Technically, that might take a while. Hopefully it does not. Nothing there. Yeah, I don't want to find one more promontory. How do barnacles get where they are, by the way? I'm actually kind of curious about that. How do they get where they are? Can they move on their own? And like relocate? No, I'm actually kind of curious. Something wrong. We actually not encounter any commentary. We have one clue.
Hey,
hi.
You're Freeman, aren't you?
We probably died.
We got word you were coming. You got here at a bad
Two men
time.
as well.
Black Mesa East to Station 6. Do you read? Dr. Freeman is on his way downriver. Lend him the airboat and give him all the help you can. Repeat, Gordon Freeman has returned. It is critical he reaches Black Mesa East.
Better get going now.
Better get going. Alright. Let's see. We're waiting for the next loading screen, right?
They're shelling us!
The biological weapons known as head crab canisters are used by the Combine to indirectly fight the Resistance, clearing out their bases and ensuring that they cannot be repopulated. The player was once to visit the place from where these canisters were fired, and while this was cut from the final game, it was likely the inspiration for Half-Life 2 Lost Coast. The canisters themselves are most likely a retooling of the cut enemy known as the sack tick. It was planned to be a macro virus that was also to be delivered in a missile-like pod. It was to be used to soften up enemy positions, weakening them prior to a Combine attack. The biological weapons known as head crab canisters are used by the Combine to indirectly fight the Resistance, clearing out their bases and ensuring that they cannot be repopulated. The player was once to visit the place from where these canisters were fired, and while this was cut from the final game, it was likely the inspiration for Half-Life 2 Lost
I
Coast.
tried to stop it, but I
The canisters
guess
themselves
it'd
are
be
most
right
likely a
over there.
retooling of the cut enemy known as the sack tick. It was planned to be a macro virus that was also to be delivered in a missile-like pod.
Oh.
It was to be used to soften up enemy positions, weakening them prior to a Combine attack.
Oh. Still alive. I wanna see what I hear they'll kick him off. I'm actually very curious. I'm very curious what they'll kick him off. Let's see how far we have to go. Since we're here, maybe they could not. At this point, wait, what? Stop it, stop it. Stop it! Let's see. I'm curious. I want to pay extra attention. Stop it. Whenever they kill off a character when we go too far. Let's see. We got stuck over there, nice. Okay, this should be far enough, right? Now we go back. I want to see what I can do kick him off. What does the airport do? Okay, we're gonna see the airport and then we're gonna wrap up for the night because it's getting late. And I think it's right. Tomorrow we're gonna keep going with this. It shouldn't take too long to beat this, so we'll see. We're gonna play Fallout 3 next. Oh, it's not that. They didn't kill Fallout. Nice. It's got a happy ending. Yep, it's got a happy ending. I do want to play Fallout 3 started soon, but we might do like another short game.
It's gonna be tough dodging civil protection out there in the open, but drive hard and you'll make it. You'll find more help up at Station 7. Just a few bends up the river. It's
The
the old
Resistance-built
red barn.
airboat marks the first time in the Half-Life
Climb on
series
in.
that the player
Fire
was
her
able
up.
to freely pilot a vehicle.
Wait.
It was originally to be a jet ski, however playtesting made some obvious flaws apparent. Driving the jet ski felt too much like walking, and it was often hard
Go
to
ahead
tell
and get in
which
the
way the
boat,
vehicle
Dr.
was
Freeman.
facing relative to the player. Once it was replaced with the airboat, known around Valve as the Mud Skipper, the driving style felt right, and the roll cage gave the player a good reference as to the craft's orientation.
Oh, let's see if we want. Okay, let me. Oh, we can check that later. Okay. Should be like a low score, right?
Hazardous radiation levels detected.
That's not a goodie. Okay, I'm gonna save. I wanna see. I wanna pay attention to when they kill off the character because that's pretty detailed. So see. Don't need that they kill them, but I need detail because it makes it like more immersive, right? And water has it. And I do want to pay special attention to that. Because now it's a chance to. I like the new color change for words, but still shaky. What do you mean? They're pretty cool. I decided to do them all one color. So yeah, it looks better visually. Come over here, wait. First let's check him. Let's see who's first. Who's always there? I did add new ones as well, by the way, and I did remove a couple that still alive. Nice, so he does have a happy ending. So, I did decide to like put on hold the ones that don't really do anything. Like for example, like launch and Gnome, I'd like to have an animation made for that, but it is expensive. So one day, it might be cool to do that when I have the animation, but if it doesn't do anything. Wait, this is the first place you encounter like one of these bad boys. That's pretty safe. He's dead, but the other guy lived, which means he's got a happy ending. I'm going to jump in the bath now. At least I tried to voice less than anything. What do you mean I tried? I succeeded. It's a good boy. Thank you. Alright. We're gonna make something safe. I'm gonna wrap it up as well because it's getting late for me as well. And we yeah, also enjoy your bath because I appreciate somebody hanging out. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Alright. We'll take care. Thank you, and you too. Alright, let's head over to spiders. Alright, this is my Discord. I'll keep you updated there. We're gonna keep going tomorrow with Half-Life 2 dev commentary. I'm gonna prep the next one because this will not take more than like 2 streams top, to be honest, because yeah, the game is not that long. We're not doing achievements, we're playing easy with yeah, it's not gonna take long. So I'm gonna make sure the next game is prepared. And yeah, I appreciate you being here today. Keep me company, looking chatting, so I hang out. And yeah, we're here, and I'll see you all tomorrow with more Half-Life 2 DEFCON. Very soon. Have a good one. Take care, and I'll see you. Bye.